Lights die, phones flick on, 20,000 tiny moons. A lone shakuhachi flute curls through the rafters. Everybody knows that sound, but nobody believes it, because this isn't a dusty VHS. This is Monday Night Raw, August 2025, and the man walking out isn't the ponytailed action hero of your childhood. It's Samuel Seagal, Steven's kid, trained in silence, shipped to the world in a black hakama. 8 seconds later, every jaw is on the floor. Picture the most dangerous martial arts bloodline on earth having a sequel nobody bothered to leak. No Instagram breadcrumbs, no TMZ baby bump photos, just a quiet kid raised on wrist locks and old-school WWF tapes, waiting for the night the whole circus looks like a food fight. Ready? Because the tape's about to roll on a debut that technically never happened, and still shut the entire building up. Back when Vince still owned the keys, Steven Seagal wasn't making movies. He was making a weapon. Somewhere in Hokkaido, he taught his only son that a fight ends before it starts. No rope running, no trash talk, just joints bending the wrong way. Samuel never learned to sell a drop kick. He learned to dismantle elbows while looking bored. No yearbook photos, no prom tweets, just bamboo floors and VHS copies of WrestleMania 3 labeled What Not to Do. Flash forward. Rhea's ripped through the women's locker room and is eyeing the men's. Cody's sharpening another WrestleMania campaign. Solo Sikoa's got the gold and the family mob behind him. The shows are loud, safe, choreographed. Fans keep begging for that single heartbeat where everything flips. Cue 2 weeks of cryptic black and white vignettes, a silhouette in a dojo, a katana catching moonlight, the kanji for balance. Twitter loses its mind, new faction, free agent from Noah. Nobody types Steven Seagal's kid because nobody knows he exists. Main event, Cody versus Solo, Extreme Rules. Everything legal, including Cousin Roman's leftover steel chairs. The refs flattened, the Tongans circle like sharks, and just as Cody's about to become a stain on the canvas, lights die, flute hits. Fans expect Jacob Fatu's music. What they get is a glide, not a walk. Black pants, sleeveless top knot, zero expression. Cole and McAfee forget how to speak. The ring announcer freezes. Graphics never load. He rolls under the rope and stands between Cody and Solo like a paused video game boss. Solo smirks. "You lost, bro?" and swings. Samuel catches the punch, pivots, elbow folds in on itself, pop loud enough to echo like a firecracker. The Tongans charge. One eats a throat strike, the other gets knee-barred into next week. Cody, blood trickling, backs away. Not scared, just rethinking his life choices. Samuel waves him off the canvas. Cody rolls out. Smart. Then the wrist lock on Solo looks gentle until Solo's face turns colors nobody's seen on 4K before. One more tweak, a scream, and silence. No bell, no pin, no finish. The ref's still snoring. Samuel walks to hardcam, lips barely moving. Balance has returned. The Titanron finally coughs up the name nobody expected. Samuel Seagal. Half the crowd roars, half forgets how to breathe. Security sprints in, he's already gone, a blur up the ramp. Doctors swarm Solo like he's on a stretcher audition. Cody on the stage mouths, "What did we just see?" Next morning, ESPN scrolls. Mystery martial artist invades WWE. TMZ screams, "Seagal's secret son to Strauss champ." The internet splits. Smarks call it the best debut since Brock. Casual fans ask why one guy just ended a 2-year storyline without a single catchphrase. WWE's statement, Samuel Seagal, unique open-ended contract. Translation, we have no idea what he'll do next. Stock jumps 6 points. Black Hakama shorts sell out in 12 minutes. Website crashes. Raw opens with a medical update. Solo's elbow shattered 6 to 9 months out. Bloodline in tatters. Cody calls Samuel out for crown jewel. Balance? Prove it when the ref's conscious. Samuel answers with a 30-second package. Him snapping a bamboo dummy with the same wrist lock. Caption, accept. Crown jewel sells out faster than a Taylor Swift presale. Rumor says Triple H is already rewriting the season finale around the quiet guy nobody can script, because who wants to tell a human guillotine he's going under in 6? Some fans swear Arissa LeBrock's women's division tear is phase 2 of a Seagal coup. Others think it's a shoot disguised as a work, real bones, scripted fallout. WWE never says yes or no. Then grainy cell phone footage pops up. Samuel at Aikikai Hanbu Dojo, black belts twice his age tapping like broken metronomes. Suddenly, every podcast's screaming legitimacy factor. Raw ratings spiked to 2.34 million, up 24%. Wrestling feels dangerous again. Real talk, if Samuel locks eyes with you tomorrow, what's your move? Run, beg, throw chalk in his face? Drop your best plan in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. Crown jewels just the fuse. Win or lose, Samuel's mere presence hits every champion like smelling salts. Seth Rollins issues an open NXT challenge, high-flying versus silence personified. Samuel no-shows the match itself, then slides in after, ties Seth's arm in the ropes, writes, "NXT is next," on the hard cam in the champ's blood. Rhea Ripley cuts a backstage promo while icing Charlotte's bite marks. Tell the mute ninja I'm next. Gender's irrelevant. Variety reports Netflix is already courting the family for a docuseries, The Quiet Storm. Steven's movie monologues? Samuel skipped the class. He's never spoken on the stick. Once at a house show, a kid asked why. Leaked audio. Words bend, wrists snap. T-shirts fly off shelves right next to Austin 316. The silence isn't empty, it's a threat. Like the shark's fin, you only understand the size of the danger after it cuts the water. Come Survivor Series, Samuel still hasn't lost, mostly because he hasn't officially wrestled. Every match is a public service announcement delivered with elbows and knees. Wrestlers start tapping before the bell, terrified of medical bills. Locker room petition circulates, Seagal rules. Submissions legal anywhere. Medics on site. Life insurance mandatory. USA Network execs grin at the ratings. One blurry photo leaks, Triple H and Steven Seagal sharing sushi, both smiling like they just bought the moon. Conclusion: this was never a surprise attack. It's a slow-motion takeover. Father and son rewriting wrestling's DNA without a single promo. Here's the twist. Samuel Seagal doesn't need a catchphrase. Catchphrases need him. He didn't come to play by house rules. He came to remind everyone that fighting and storytelling are the same dance, and he's the only one who knows all the steps. Crown Jewel is 27 days away, and the loudest hype is the silence he leaves behind every time he walks off. So, does WWE survive the samurai takeover, or do we finally admit we've been training in his dojo the whole time? Drop your wildest booking, smash like if you'd pawn your kidney for ringside, and subscribe because the next update drops the second he speaks, assuming he ever does.